EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Tyreek Hill on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30, and he'll be out of bounds at midfield, so a solid return to the 50.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Edwards-Helaire. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, that's good.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Returnable for Lockett. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Carson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current number 1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They go play action with Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll get this back across across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Mahomes throw complete there to Perriman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46.
An unfortunate sequence there. Try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now Wilson on 1st down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I'm coming for you. Hey, color. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rodgers. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Hey, 57, 57. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Yeah, I got you.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Coming this way. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm going to run you over.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Good track. Good track. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Yellow. Get hands on motion man. Mike 27. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he will slide down with a good gain. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch the twist. Hey, check Mike.
They go play fake. Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Carson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. We're back now in KC. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now it's Lockett. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, Wilson going for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try the left side. Carson, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Carson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. They run for it with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Myers for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now here's Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Wilson will hand to Carson on the option.
And they are going to score again.